What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Xancast. Now, this is going to be a big two-parter. This Thursday and next Thursday, I'm going to be talking about a topic that is, well, it's the same topic. And that is because it's aliens. We all know about aliens. There's a lot to talk about aliens. And, what they look like, what they are, and all the stuff. Now, I'm going to talk to you about some people I know's opinions on aliens, and I'm going to also be talking about mine, and also a list of reported UFO sightings. That is what is on the menu for today's episode. Now, aliens is something I am pretty passionate about. I'm like, okay, I do stuff. Sometimes I do some research up on, possibility of alien life. Now, of course, aliens are real. Like, if you were to say that aliens are not real, then I'm just not sure how one could think that. Like, Earth cannot possibly be the only planet that has life. Like, that is just not a possibility. If you think about how big the universe is, like, it just goes on forever and forever and forever. There is no way that Earth is the only planet that has life, alright? Now, okay, so I'm going to give you a few opinions. So I know somebody who doesn't believe in aliens. And I'm getting on this person's case all the time. Like, how do you not believe in aliens? Like, that's just stupid. Like, clearly aliens are real. All right, and the thing is, they could look like anything, and that is the weird thing. You could have aliens that look like anything. There could be a planet of aliens that look like lamps, and that would just be weird. Which brings me to the other person, but that I'm about to talk about in a second. But hold on for that. So the person that does not believe in aliens, when they are in college for something about space right now, and they do not believe in aliens, and I'm just not entirely sure how they don't. It's aliens are clearly real. Is there evidence to support aliens being real? No, but it's just facts and logic. You gotta apply the logic. Like, Earth cannot be the only planet that does not, or that has life. Like, maybe in our solar system it's the only planet with life, but it can't be the only planet at all with life. That's just impossible. Sure, Earth can support life that is like us, but you gotta think, maybe some planet like Pluto, I know it's cold, can support life. You gotta think, not every single species is the same, so, like, why couldn't Pluto support life, Alright, that's just an example. Like, obviously Pluto does not support life, because we would know about planets in our solar system supporting life. The only ones that I have any type of doubts about whether they support life or not would probably be Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, because they're gas planets. They don't have a surface. There could be things flying around towards the middle. You never know. But so this other person, okay, and this is about what I think aliens look like. I think aliens look just like humans. Now, aliens could not possibly look just like humans, but they also claim that they do not look like tiny green men with the big eyes. Yeah, and that's just a Hollywood look. Nobody thinks aliens actually look like that, and I guarantee they don't. If you watch any type of movie, they all have their own unique look for an alien, but it's a single species of alien. It's not all the aliens in existence. Alright? An alien could look like a upside down tree, which I just realized the upside down tree just looks like a tree. so never mind. An alien could look like a blue tree that is sideways, alright? Like, that is something an alien could look like. Now, aliens looking like humans, I'm not going to rule that out as a thing, but to think all possible aliens look just like humans, it's weird. However, that's not where this person stops. That is not where this stops. They think that all the alien life in existence is already on Earth. Now, that is just insane. Now, yes, there could be aliens here. It's very possible. There's a lot of places in Russia that would stuff some aliens, I'm telling you that. And there's Area 51 in America. Now, I don't understand how you can be like, oh, aliens aren't real, or aliens look like humans. It just blows my mind. It's just something like, there is not a way you can think this and have a good day, because there just isn't. Like, there is so much reasoning in my mind to be like, hey, this is why aliens are real, or this is why aliens do not look like humans. But that's what they think, and I clearly cannot change their mind. But wow. I mean, think about this. If all aliens were in existence were already on Earth, again, why are they all on Earth? How do they get to Earth if they're aliens? How long have they been here? Like, there are things that you gotta think about this person's theory that just don't make any lick of sense. How do they all look the same if they came from somewhere else? And why did all the aliens in existence decide to come to Earth? There just are not pieces that really go together here to support this theory. The theory for there not being aliens is starting to make more sense than the theory of my friend that claims there are aliens, but all of them decided to be here. There's just little holes in this whole entire idea that has been developed. I mean, I gotta tell you that. My opinion on aliens is that they are all over the universe and that they all look entirely different. That is my theory on it. And again, I'm pretty sure that is the correct theory on it. Alright. Now, as I can see this thing lagging terribly for some reason, now we're going to talk about list of reported UFO sightings. Now, UFOs. Everybody thinks that UFOs just look like two ceramic plates put together, alright? Top to top. That's what everybody thinks a UFO looks like. Now, I'm going to tell you this. A UFO can look like anything. It can look like a flying donut, alright? That wasn't really the best example because it's still round, but you know what I mean. A UFO could look like a computer mouse with the cord. That is what a UFO could look like, alright? We're gonna start off with the 16th and 17th century reports. So in 1561, there's a celestial phenomenon over Nuremberg, Holy Roman Empire. Residents of Nuremberg saw what they described as an aerial battle, followed by the appearance of a large black triangular object and a large crash outside the city. A broadsheet claims that witness observed hundreds of spheres, cylinders, and other odd-shaped objects that moved erratically overhead. Now, that sounds like some UFOs. Just random shapes, and they just make no sense. And again, this is the 1500s, right? I think that's it was the 1500s. Yeah, 1561. So this might be the first one. And this was way back. Now, 1566. This is in Switzerland. A broadsheet published in 1566 depicted numerous spherical objects appearing out of the sun. This event is depicted in a 16th century woodcut by Samuel Cocius, or Samuel Couch, that's how it's pronounced. Okay, that's not how it looks, but alright. and semi-papyrus. All weird shapes. Okay, so we've looked 16th, 17th centuries, only has 2 in it. Classical, oh man, antiquity. 218 BC in Rome. Livy records a number of portents in the winter of this year, including Vanillin, but I don't know what any of this means. Phantom ships had been seen gleaming in the sky. Spark from falling star. According to Pliny the Elder, a spark fell from a star and grew as it descended until it appeared to be the size of the moon. It then ascended back up to the heavens and was transformed into light. And some of these ones in BCs were who? Now we got 74 BC. According to Plutarch, I don't know how to say any of these names, a Roman army commanded by Lucullus was about to begin with a battle with Madrides when all of a sudden the sky burst asunder and a huge flame-like body was seen to fall between the two armies. In shape, it was most like a wine jar and in color like molten silver. There's a lot. See, there's a lot of these. Let's 66 AD. Okay, so this was year 66 of the current time period that we are in. A long time ago. I'm not going to say these names. That's too hard. The Roman army marched into Jerusalem. There were chariots and armed angels seen to fill the sky. Why can't I scroll on my own phone? Come on. 196 AD. A fine rain. Well, this is a historian Cassius Dio described. Fine rain resembling silver descended from a clear sky upon the form of Augustus. He used some of the material to plate some of his bronze coins, but by the fourth day afterwards, the silvery coating was gone. Okay, let's get to the 19th century. We're making some progress here. So 1803 through 02 through 22 or 03 through 24. Eastern Shore of Japan. Okay, local fishermen reportedly saw a vessel drifting in close by waters. They say when they investigated, a beautiful young woman, described as having red and white hair, dressed in strange clothes, appeared. The fisherman claimed she held a square box that no one was allowed to touch. She spoke to them in a language I never heard before. Some UFO believers think this was a story, or this story was a credible document of a close encounter of the third kind in Japan. Historians and authorities considered it folklore. I'm not sure what third kind means, but if they just experienced an alien, again, it's a really weird kind of alien, and it fits back with my friend's theory about all aliens are already here and they look like humans. But I don't know. I just consider that to be really, really weird. But if that is like true, which I don't think it can possibly be proven. What year was this? Oh yeah, they gave the range. It was 1803, anywhere from 1802 to 1824. So it happened sometime. So it's not really confirmed. All right, this one has a real date, I think. Oh, I guess specific dates. I'm stupid. So this one was March 22nd, 1803, February 22nd, 1803, or it was March 24th, 1803. And then this next one is, August 12th, 1883, in Mexico. On August 12, 1883, the astronomer Jose Bonilla reported that he saw more than 300 dark identified objects crossing the sun disk while observing sunspot activity at Zacatecas Observatory in Mexico. He was able to take several photographs exposing wet plates at 1/100 second. It subsequently determined that the objects were high-flying grease. Now, this was in the United States right here. It was 1896 through 1897. Numerous reports of UFO sightings and attempted abductions that took place around the United States in a 2-year period. That's all that says. Okay, so April 17th, 1897. This is in Aurora, Texas, United States. A tale of a UFO crash and a burial of its alien pilot in the local cemetery was sent to newspapers in Dallas and Fort Worth in April 1897 by local correspondent S. Hayden. Alright, now we're going to move into the 20th century. See, with all these UFO sightings, everything is different. Not so far, it's not all been described as exactly the same. There's been differences. So it is a really clear thing that there is different alien species. And yeah, Okay. 1901 through 1949. This is what this section is. Mystery airships in New Zealand. Strange moving lights and some solid bodies in the sky were seen around Otago and elsewhere in New Zealand and were reported to newspapers. Okay, 1917. So this was sometime in 1917. Miracle of the Sun, it's called, in Portugal. Thousands of people observed the sun gyrate and descend. This was later reinterpreted by Dracas Valley, Joaquim Fernandez, and Fina de Armada as a possible UFO sighting, but not recognized as such due to cultural differences. 1940s. Foo Fighters. Good band. Our World War II theaters. Small metallic spheres and colorful balls of light repeatedly spotted and occasionally photographed worldwide by bomber crews during World War II. Cape Girardeau UFO crash in Cape I don't even know how to say this, somewhere in Missouri. First responders and a Baptist minister allegedly viewed crashed spaceship and bodies. See, I might want to look into some of these. On the next episode of this podcast, we're going to look in a little bit more of these, and we're also going to be looking into abductions and more stuff like that. But for now, we're just talking about the sightings and not really the specifics. Battle of Los Angeles. Again, Los Angeles, California. Unidentified aerial objects triggered the firing of thousands of anti-aircraft rounds and raised the wartime alert status. I just accidentally got rid of it all. Okay, there it is. The Ghost Rockets, 1946. Mostly in Scandinavia, but also other European countries. Numerous UFO sightings are reported over Scandinavia, causing the Swedish defense staff to express concern. See, there were so many of these sightings that, for anybody to dismiss all of them, it just can't be possible. I'm going to say about 30% of these were actually true, right? I'm just going to go about, 30% of these are solid, 30% of them are real. That is what I'm going to say. Okay, UFO Memorial in Ängelholm. This was May 18th, 1946. Ängelholm, Kristianstad Stads County in Sweden. Gosta Carlson reports seeing a flying saucer and its alien passengers. A model of it is now erected at that site. Maury Island incident on June 6th or June 21st, 1947. United States. Howard A. Dow reported that his dog was killed and his son was injured by debris in an encounter with 4 to 6 flying donut-shaped objects. He also claimed that a witness was subsequently threatened by the Men in Black. Oh, that's what I gotta talk about in the next episode. The Men in Black. They always come around whenever you claim to see an alien. Oh, yeah, I gotta talk about them. I gotta talk about them next episode. Okay, Kenneth Arnold, UFO sighting, north of Mount Rainier, Washington. UFO sighting that sparked the name Flying Saucers. This sighting is considered as the start of a modern UFO era. See, the modern UFO era, and this was June 24th, 1947. So this is just a few days after the other one. Now, there are several UFO sightings before the United States in 1947, popular year. There's a lot of 1947. The green fireballs, this is in 1948. Objects were reported over several United States military bases, and an official investigation followed. Yeah, there's so many of these, like, it is insane. There's a lot of stuff, but the Men in Black, I'm going to talk about them next episode. But man, they are something. Like, if you report, like, seeing a UFO, they come up to your house, and these dudes are like 8 foot tall, both bald, look exactly the same. There is video evidence of them existing, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna go over three more solid ones, and these ones are in the I'm going to do 2 from the 1950s, and I'm going to do 1 from the 70s. Alright? That sounds good. Okay, so on August 25th, 1951, in Lubbock, Texas, several lights in a V-shaped formations are repeatedly spotted flying over the city. Witnesses included professors from Texas Tech University and photographed by a Texas Tech student. Okay. In 1959, in the Soviet Union, mysterious death of experienced cross-country skiers in the Urals are due to official investigation, believed to have been caused by an unknown compelling natural force, technically in relation to identified orange spheres. Now, the height of the Cold War, well, this isn't the Cold War yet, is it? No, it's not. I don't remember when the Cold War started. I think it started in the 70s, but now I feel... Nah, it started before the 70s. What am I talking about? What? Oh, God, I feel stupid now. I'm going to have to look up when the Cold War started. Unbelievable. But, yeah, you got to think, like, during the Cold War period and seeing all these alien sightings, you'll be like, oh, man, this is the Soviet Union, or oh, man, this is America. You know, you're thinking these things. When did the Cold War start? 1947. Okay. Well, at least I recognize it started before the 70s. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that. Oh well. Alright, we're gonna do that one last one that I promised. 1972, UFO sightings in the eastern Cape, Fort Beaufort, South Africa. A craft was observed near Fort Beaufort in the Eastern Cape, which attracted attention of the military. Actually, no, I gotta say this next one too. This was November 12th, 1972. A Scout headmaster seems to have arrived at a still smoldering UFO landing site in the town of Rosemad. That's an interesting one. Now they're saying about abductions. Tuna fishing on a river claims that they were abducted by humanoids. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. But in the next episode, we're going to go over a few more of these. We're going to go over the Men in Black. And we're going to go over abductions, because aliens are an important topic, and there's a lot to talk about aliens. Like, when I talk about aliens, there's a lot to say about them. And, you know, I don't know if that was 100% like everybody knew that aliens is going to be a big topic, but it clearly is. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.